Alright you guys, welcome back to another Minecraft tutorial here on my channel, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to build this modern simple starter house that is behind me. All in all, this build is about 15 by 30 blocks if you need to know the area, although of course that does not include some parts of the stairs leading up to it as well as the little plants I have included around it. Additionally, of course, I got inspired by this by a picture I saw on Instagram, which I'll go ahead and put up right now. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get started on this tutorial. And of course, if you do appreciate my tutorials, please make sure you leave a like down below, comment if you have anything to comment, and subscribe if you're new, because it really does help out my channel, and I'm super close to hitting 1,000 subscribers. But anyways, on with the tutorial. So to start out, we're going to start doing our front porch, essentially. Although there are two porches, there's a side porch and a front porch. However, the side porch is covered by the actual roof, versus the front porch has more of a terrace looking feel to the roof. So to start out, we have a block right here, just a simple quartz pillar block. We're going to go up one by placing a chiseled quartz block on top. We're going to take a quartz pillar, move out two, and then put a half slab of spruce 3 blocks over on the bottom half of the quartz pillar. After that, we're going to come out by 2 blocks of quartz pillar, and then a third chiseled quartz block. Of course, down below it, you want to do quartz pillar, so it shows that it's being held off the ground, which is the whole reason why I chose this little design with the chiseled quartz. Then you're going to do, on the bottom half of this block, 3 spruce slabs, or whatever wood of your choice, and then 3 more spruce slabs half slab down, and 3 more half slab down. And that'll be your entryway into the house. On this side, of course, we're going to put another chiseled block and another pillar beneath it. And you might want to fill in the stairs here, just so that you don't see any weirdness. Unless you want to go for it. It honestly is a decent look, not gonna lie. And if you looked at the picture that I posted originally, it kind of fits. I'm just gonna leave it like this for now. And of course, you're going to come over another 2 quartz pillars, and another chiseled quartz block with, of course, a quartz pillar beneath it until you have something that looks like this. Then on this side here, well, on both sides of this porch, we're going to take a quartz pillar and move it 3 blocks back and 3 blocks back here. Of course, putting a chiseled quartz block there. Granted, you won't be seeing this chiseled block, but you will be seeing the quartz pillar that's underneath it, depending on how you look at your house, until you have a shape that looks like this. Then from here, we're going to bring it out, 1 quartz pillar, then a chiseled block, and a pillar underneath. Same thing on their side, quartz pillar, chiseled block, quartz pillar, until you have a lovely little shrug face kind of thing like this. Now, on whichever side you want to be the back, or the side that doesn't have the side porch, you're going to swing over to it, and you're going to bring out 3 quartz pillars, then a quartz chiseled block, then 3 quartz pillars, a chiseled block. Then on this one, 4, this is the only one that'll be different, 4 pillars and a block, and 3 more pillars, and a chiseled block, and 3 more pillars, and a chiseled block, and 1 more, 3 more pillars, and a chiseled block, until you have something that looks like this. And of course, underneath all the chiseled blocks, you want to go ahead and put quartz pillars as well, until it looks like this. Then on this side here, we're going to bring it over 3 more pillars and a block, then 5 and a chiseled block, and then 3 more and a chiseled block. And of course, put your pillars underneath the chiseled blocks, and this should line up directly with this section right here, which it does, and that's how you can double check your work. Speaking like a math teacher, you know? Double check your work, kids. Even though I always never do, and that's how come I always make mistakes in these videos. But that's why you love these videos, right? You love these videos, right? Now this side here is going to have our covered side porch. So you're going to bring this little addition out by 1 pillar with a chiseled block and a pillar underneath it. Then we're going to have another entryway into the house, like so. Oh gosh. And like so. And of course another quartz chiseled block there, and a pillar underneath it until you have something that looks like this. Then we're going to go out 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pillars, then a chiseled block, another 6, and a chiseled block, and then 4 to fill in the gap. And of course, put your pillars underneath the chiseled blocks. And then you'll have something, the foundation, that looks like this. Now you'll want to go ahead and fill in the floor because essentially everything after this is going to be at this level here at 2 blocks tall. And I'm going to go ahead and do that. And now that that's put in, we're going to work on the porch covering here. We're going to come to these corners here and go up 6 blocks and put a chiseled block on top, and then bring it over 4, a chiseled block right there, and down 1 until you have a shape like that looks like this. And the reason why it looks like this is because it's going to run right into this roof, which we will put in momentarily. And you want to do the exact same thing to the other corner. So up 6, chiseled, over 4, chiseled, pillar. Then from here, we're going to do the main wall. And on the corners here, we're going to go up 5 polished deep slates. Then we're going to fill it in with concrete powder, up 5 and over 4 on both sides until you have something that looks like this. And because I'm so original, we're going to do the same old glass door design that I've been doing for the past like 5 tutorials. You outline this entire 5x5 area with black stained glass. Underneath it, put a full block of white glass, then do white stained glass underneath it, like so, leaving 1 gap space. The top and the bottom get another piece of white stained glass that comes out one, a birch fence in the middle to make it look like handles, and then some iron trapdoors on top to look like a little bit of an awning. Until you get, of course, something that looks like this. And on top of this, of course, we're going to have a half slab of smooth quartz, or a full block, whichever you prefer. And it's going to go all the way across it and all the way down until these corners and over and of course back. So it's going to be a perfect rectangle practically for the ceiling, but I will be doing that last. Now coming to this back portion, or I'm calling it the back at least, we have this pillar of polished deep slate. Now we're going to take polished deep slate wall, pull it out 3 blocks and up 5, and then flank it with polished deep slate blocks until you have something that looks like that. And if you'll notice, the pattern that I have going for this back side and for the front is going to match up with these chiseled pillars that we have in place, which is exactly why I put them where they are. Just so it helps you, as you're building it, understand where you're going to put these blocks. The next section here is going to have gray concrete powder that goes over 3 blocks. That, again, matching the quartz pillars that are down below, 3 blocks. Then we have polished deep slate, again, flanking it. Then on this portion, we're going to have a window. It's going to be 4 blocks wide with, of course, polished deep slate flanking it. And it's going to be using those stairs at the bottom and up the top to give it a nice little shape and fill it in with your choice of glass. Of course, I'm doing black because when do I not choose black stained glass until you have something that looks like that. On this next section, we're going to do another 3 blocks worth of gray concrete, flanked by more polished deep slate. And again, on this next section, 3 polished deep slate walls, just like we did on the original side, with polished deep slate blocks flanking it, until you have this. Now this next section here, you don't really need to use deep slate or anything. You could use a block of your choice because it's going to be filled with trapdoors on the outside, so technically you don't even need blocks, but it is a lot easier to build with if you have blocks in place. So you're going to fill in these 4 with spruce planks, and then you're going to come out 5, including the corner here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, it'll match up with these chiseled blocks. And bring it up 5 blocks tall. Now on this side that has the 4 blocks, we're going to line it completely with spruce trapdoors and flatten them out against it until you have something that looks like that. On this side, we're also going to do 4 blocks only worth of trapdoors. Even though this is a 5-block wall, you can choose to bring it over that 5th block if you'd like, but I decided not to, just so that there's more interest for the window that we're about to put right next to this. Now, like I said, we're going to put a window here. It's going to be 5 blocks, just like these columns, and 5 blocks of stairs on top, flanking with spruce planks all the way up, and filled with black stained glass until it looks like that. Then on this last section, we're going to bring it out another 3 spruce planks, and we're going to cover it with trapdoors like we did before, but only, again, on 3 of these blocks instead of the full wall because I wanted to leave this whole outline just regular planks. Until you have something that looks like that. And this last corner here is going to be filled with smooth quartz that just goes all the way up to the top, and then it'll meet with the quartz on top for the roof. Until you have something that looks like this. And now we're down to the final wall and the final porch, and of course the roof. On this side here, we're going to bring out planks, spruce planks, 5 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which I know it's a little weird and ends on a chiseled instead of having a pillar there of some type, but you'll see why once we get it all put in. And then on this 5, again, we're going to do more trapdoors, only 3 blocks, just like the 3 we did here, just so that it kind of mirrors it, and I am a very symmetrical loving person. And really, that's the best answer I can give you for why I do that. Then we're going to take these planks and bring them in 3 blocks, including the corners, so 2 and 3. All the way up 5 blocks tall. Then right here, not here, but here, we're going to have a spruce stripped log. Skip 5 blocks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Place another one. Skip 5 blocks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Place another one. And skip 5, but that should lead you right to the edge here. And of course, double check. And bring these columns all the way up. Until you have something that looks like this. Now with this first section here, we're going to go ahead and do my usual door that we literally did right there. So frame it out with the black glass. Place the white stained glass blocks underneath. Place the white paned glasses on the side. Come forward, come forward, come forward, come forward. Birch fence, trapdoor on top. As for these windows, I did the same thing in framing them with the black and then filling in the middle portion with the white until you have something that looks like this. With that being said, there's only a few things left to do, including the roof and some porch detailing. Now the first porch detail is right here on top of this chiseled block and in line with here. You're going to bring up spruce planks up 5. You can always switch it out for the logs if you prefer, but I like the difference with the texture. Then for this railing, we're going to do lecterns. Oops. On every single piece of white quartz that you see, followed by oak slabs right on top until you have something that looks like that. And you're going to do the same on the main porch here. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then the slabs until you have something that looks like this. Then we're going to go ahead and put some plants. I would use this trick I saw on Reddit, I believe, or somewhere. Maybe a Discord I was a part of. You put a terracotta block down to look like a giant pot. You know, like those big ones you buy at Home Depot or Lowe's or something. An item frame on top. Dead bushes can sit on terracotta, so you can just place them in it. And then put some leaves on top. It'll be a little hard to place because of the lecterns, so you'll have to hold shift. Otherwise, it'll try to open the lectern. And you just go ahead and put these wherever you feel like. Once you have all your bushes in, all that's left really is, aside from the interior, to do the ceiling. And again, like I said, you're going to take this smooth quartz slab, bring it all the way down and across to the corner. Come on now. And then fill in the rest until you have something that looks like this. All in all, I'd say it's one of my more simpler designs, and I don't think I had any major screw-ups in this video, although if I did, please let me know in the comments down below. Again, if you do appreciate these tutorials, please leave a like, comment if you have anything to comment, and subscribe if you're new. And as always, I'll see y'all in the next episode. Until then, bye guys!